Barbara Streisand and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Speaking of her, fucking, did you ever read that shit that Josh Brolin said he helped start RKL?
Yeah.
You think that's bullshit? Like,
I don't think he said that he played in RKL for a minute, which it's all kind of questionable. Like if you ask Chris Rest or whatever, but he's that age from the neighborhood. Doesn't Fat Mike name him as like one of the kids that they would hang out with?
yeah,
like when he was a youngster. Yeah. So
oh yeah, you're right.
It makes sense, when they say rich kids on LSD, it's like, dude, they lived in like fucking Summerlin, like in like south of Santa Barbara, like in the like houses that back then were maybe $500,000, but like now they're just like crazy Oprah mansions and shit there. But,
well, yeah, he was.
Dude, I was just reading about Chris Rest because I was listening to that album, The Other, again. I'm like totally obsessed with it, and I found a YouTube video of them playing live, opening for NoFX in 1997.
Oh yeah.
And God damn, they were amazing. But I was reading a little thing about Chris Rest. He didn't join Lagwagon until like Let's Talk About Feelings.
Yeah, because
I thought he was like an old ass Lagwagon guy too.
No, because I remember in Trash they still had that fucking. It was just like some dude with a shaved head.
Sean Dewey.
Yeah, and then after him, they got some dude that was later like in REM or some shit. Like when they did Double Platinum. And then after that, I think that's when that dude left, and then they got Chris Rest. I was thinking about Chris Rest today. Like he's probably like
his
one
Instagram
of
is rad. He gives fucking lessons.
Yeah. Like that dude is probably one of the sickest guitar players, like in punk for sure, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Just in every fucking band he's been, and it's been like awesome guitar bands.
What's really cool about him is like he played in so many different bands. Like even all the Lagwagon guys are in this like what's it called? King something. Oh man, I forget. King something. And it's like a bunch of like Spanish kind of music, like with horns and like and same with like Boz Rivera played, and they just have like this group of dudes that are just fucking amazing musicians that are all buddies. But yeah, dude, that album, The Other, is fucking amazing, dude. The drumming, I keep forgetting to tell Israel about it because the fucking playing on that shit is unbelievable, dude. Like Balmer was a fucking genius, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like just watching those videos, like you see fucking those dudes like putting in that work back then.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say that's where they think that beat came from, right?
Mm-hmm.
The butt fuck titty fuck beat.
Yeah, dude, totally. The thing that NoFX made popular, but yeah, that's I ended up, they did an album where Bomber was the singer, and it got later re-released as a RKL album because Mr. Brett would only put it out if it was an RKL album.
That's the one that was all like weird and fucking dude. Like that first song, rock. That first song is fucking cool, dude.
Yeah,
that long ass intro.
Yeah, they're all. That's what The Other's kind of like a little bit. Yeah. I guess it's a little more punky, but there's like anthems and shit on it too. But I was like, I don't even like that album, but like, I mean, it has its moments, but I just want to own it, like on LP. Like I wanted to try to get all that stuff. So I spent like $55 yesterday ordering it from Japan.
Is that what?
Yeah, that one is Reactivate, RKL Reactivate. Yeah. And I'm looking around. It looks like the cheapest I'd be able to get like Lifestyles of RKL, the one with Scab on My Brain, like that comes with a full like 30-page comic book too.
Oh, cool.
That's like $70. So I'm trying to find. I even called Dr. Strange yesterday, and that guy's like, dude, every time we get that, somebody buys it like almost the same day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like, all RKL shit like goes right back out the door as soon as it comes in, but like he's like, follow us on Instagram. So I looked on their Instagram is cool, dude.
Yeah, he always posts videos. He's always going
he does some shit on Fridays where it's like a show of like all the new records that come in that week or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll do like little fucking bits and shit. Like he'll do the Instagram live and he's always on it. I'm sure he's doing well right now. Which is cool. I mean, That guy's been doing it forever and always kept that shit going. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a fucking interesting guy, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, he was always real cool when we went down there. I think the last time I went there, when's the last time you actually went there?
I went there by myself once, and it was probably within the last like 3 years. But yeah, it's been a minute, dude. And I didn't stick around that long either.
I went with in 2012 on Friedman's 30th birthday. He went like tandem skydiving, and he took me with him. And it was like way out that way. And I'm like, hey, dude, I'm going to go fucking do this. And, you know, I don't really want to come, but like, I'm here for you, buddy. I was like, but you're going to drive us to Doctor Strange after. And he's like, okay. And I got all of the early Elvis Costello records for like $2 each.
Yeah.
Like, and it wasn't, those aren't rare. I mean, they sold a lot of them, but I wanted all of the old original ones. And the guy's like, yeah, that's not even, we don't put those out on the shelf. Those are like in the big thing in the back. And I was like, well, can I grab? And I grabbed like 5 fucking Elvis Costello albums. And I was like, fucking awesome, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah, that's cool about that place too. Is they'll just have like some other shit too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can always find something cool depending on what what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I read a thing about RKL about after like the singer left and fucking what's it, fucking Bomber was singing.
Yeah.
And they
like in the early 90s.
They went on a European tour, but like no one knew that they had switched the lineup.
Mm-hmm.
So when they got over there and they started doing the shit that was on like Reactivate and shit, like people started fucking like losing their shit. They're like, what? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That must have sucked.
Yeah, dude, that band was called Slang. And I was thinking about that earlier because like now there's the Bad Religion book, but dude, if there was an RKL Lagwagon book, that would be fucking awesome. So they could fill in all that shit with the fucking No Country for Old Men did, you know? It'd be interesting to have all that fucking filled in because it's like, how did that band Slang, which was like, they were sort of punk, like kind of, but like kind of as funky too, like hard rock funk too. And like, how did Dave Ron end up in that band? Like, what was Dave Ron doing back in the day? You know, I would just love to know all their fucking stories. It's just like a mystery to me.
Or just like, what the fuck? Like, they were all partying back then, you know? It's like, how do you even meet up with these dudes when they got that Joe Raposo dude, the guy that's in Lagwagon now?
Mm-hmm.
They said they couldn't even tour with him because he was still underage. Like, he was like 16 when they first took him.
You know, he's been like in and out of Lagwagon for like the last 6 years. I forget what happened, like where they announced him as their bass player, like maybe in like 2013, their permanent bass player. And then like a couple years later, they announced somebody else. Like, I don't know what the whole deal with that is, but
I think as of right now, he's in.
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's definitely, he's like a full member now, but yeah.
I think he works for like some fucking like app company.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's like a quality fucking like manager or some shit for some app company that's out there, and I guess he does really well.
Oh, right on.
So yeah, but I wonder if like he was just fucking like working, doing that shit, and didn't have time, or because he's a sick ass bass player, dude.
He is amazing.
And he's a little dude too.
Yeah.
Like I think he's shorter than Joey Cape.
In that fucking Spanish band I was talking about a minute ago, he plays the stand-up bass.
Oh, really?
And he stands on top of it most of the time because he's so fucking tiny, dude. Yeah, dude. He's amazing.